I need to get my shit together. Like, we're done playing it small. Have a voice when a voice is necessary. We got businesses to make. Don't minimize your accomplishments. You want to be the next it girl, so you're gonna get crushed. Allow yourself to celebrate. Hey, it's Kirsten. Welcome back to the Heart and Hustle Diaries. Today we're going to be talking about something a little bit different than what I would usually talk about. I usually like to talk about things that I've already been through or things that I've already worked on, things that I've already gone through. But then I was like, I really want this to be a place of growth, a place of togetherness in a community. So I was like, let me share a little something that I'm actively working on, something that I'm actively working through myself. And, maybe y'all can relate, maybe y'all can't. And I'm like, let me just share what I'm doing, share what I'm going through, share what I'm, share my whole thought process behind it, because I do feel like somebody can benefit from this. So the topic of today's video is it's okay to take up space and embracing your worth and presence. So just last week, it was my birthday, and I've just never been one to really celebrate my birthday or like my birthday like that. I was like, oh, it's just whatever, my birthday, like let's just move on and get past it. And I didn't realize that's because I genuinely don't like having the attention on me. I'm just not a fan of the whole charade. So usually I like to, dip off for my birthday, take a little vacation. But this last birthday, I ended up staying in town, and I was like, I really don't like celebrating my birthday. Actually, I wish this day can be over with. And I was like, that is so sad. Like, I am not okay with taking up space, and I am not okay with being the center of attention, even on my birthday. So that's whenever I really did some self-reflecting, and I was like, what's really going on? Like, why do you feel like that? And that's because I realized that I just don't like to take up space. I'm a very private person. I'm a very hyper-independent person. I don't really like to rely on anybody for anything. I don't like to get my hopes up with anybody. I'm very hyper-independent. And then I realized that I do that in like other scenarios in life, like at my job, at my work. I just kind of like go with the flow. I really had that mindset in the beginning because it was like, oh, this is a very temporary job. This isn't my career. Like, I'm just going to go with the flow. But it's like, you don't always just need to go with the flow in life. Like, take up space. And then I also see this whenever it comes down to my goals, my dreams, my aspirations. When somebody asks me about it, I tell them, but it's not in a very confident and a very compelling way. Like, oh shit, like she's about to accomplish all this shit. It's like, oh, like that's her goals. She said it, but not with confidence, not with certainty that it's gonna happen. She just mentioned it. That's when I realized, honey, we have to do a whole 180. We have to turn this shit around ASAP because we are getting older. I'm about to step into my career. I'm about to, step into the real business world, and I have to step into it correctly. I can't be coming in shy and small and just letting the world topple over me. Like, girl, you're gonna get crushed. Like, if you want to be a boss, you cannot come out here small. You have to come out here swinging full force. Like, this is me. This is what I bring to the table. These are my goals. These are my dreams, and it's happening. So with that being said, I was like, we need to work on this. I need to get my life together. I need to get my shit together. Like, we're done playing it small. Like, we're about to start playing it so big. I feel like I let society really pressure me into just shrinking myself and just being like, okay with going with the flow, because ultimately I felt like if I was good and my business is straight and I'm handling my shit and I'm pushing towards my dreams, like, I'm straight. And like, I love that. It's fine and dandy. I do. But also realizing that it's okay to take up space. It's okay to have a big opinion and just vocalize, what's going on, whether you like something, dislike something, whatever you got going on. It's okay to have an opinion and to not just go with the flow. Because going with the flow, like, girl, anybody can do that. Like, have an opinion, make yourself known, take up space. And that also goes in, like, with your goals, like celebrating your goals. Like, I've always been one to, minimize my accomplishments and minimize what I have going on. Like, yeah, I just did this amazing thing or this amazing accomplishment, but I'm not going to sit there and be like, and tell anybody, and be like, oh yeah, like, I did this amazing thing. It's like, oh no, like, I did that. Okay, cool, next. Well, honey, like, you did that. You know what I'm saying? Sit in that. Allow yourself to celebrate with others and with yourself. And as we're getting older, we just need to learn how to take up space and to just be that force that you want to be. If you want to be a boss bitch, you can't be quiet. You can't be sitting in the corner doing whatever. Like, you have to have a voice. I'm not saying to be loud. I'm not saying to be loud in every setting, but just to have a voice when a voice is necessary and to be heard whenever you need to be heard. And not being afraid to use that voice and not being afraid to use your presence to make your point. Let's get into how I am doing that and how I'm actively working to be the best version of myself every single day, so that way I can learn how to take up space and I can be the boss bitch that I want to be. Because, honey, we're 22, but we got shit to do. We got businesses to make. We have things to accomplish. Like, this is only the beginning. So we have to tap in. We have to get our mind right first before we really step into everything else. First thing that I'm doing, I know y'all probably heard it so many times, but oh my God, blase, blase. Affirmations, y'all. I swear by affirmations. I love affirmations. I definitely recommend them to anybody. Literally writing down a few sentences, put them on your mirror, and every single morning whenever you wake up, like literally as soon as you wake up and you go to the bathroom, you should be saying these words to yourself, because there's like some science behind it. I don't know all the technicalities, but I know, like, you know, your subconscious consciousness, and you know, it's not in its state that it's in during the day. What did they say? They were like, you're closest to your spiritual self whenever you first wake up. It's something like that, because, like, you know, I don't know, it's some type of science. I might put it on the screen, maybe not. We'll have a whole video about it. We'll talk about it. Let me know, because we can get into it. But I do know that whenever you first wake up, you are closest to your spiritual side. You're very close to your subconscious mind. So wake up in the morning, look at yourself in the mirror, and just say your affirmations. Write them down if you're going to forget them. And say, like, I am allowed to take up space. I'm powerful. I'm going to accomplish my goals and my dreams. I am working every day to be the best version of myself. I am beautiful. I am strong. I am independent. Whatever it may be, have your list of affirmations. You can find some on TikTok, YouTube, wherever you want. That is how I am working on just being okay with taking up space, and just kind of refining my mind and getting my mind right. So whenever I do step out in the day and I'm faced with all these different things, that I am not afraid, and I'm not, you know, minimizing myself for everybody else, or making myself small to make somebody else more comfortable. Like, that's just not how that works around here. Next, setting boundaries without guilt. So just being firm on what you want, your beliefs, and what you feel is right and what you don't feel is right. So instead of letting somebody walk all over you with something, like, set firm boundaries, set firm intentions. And, you know, if somebody's doing something you don't like, simply be like, actually, I don't like that. Instead of being like, oh, okay, it doesn't really affect me, let me just walk away and whatever. But, like, this is ultimately going to affect you in the long run. Just be like, no, I don't like that, or no, I don't want that, or no, I don't agree with you, you know? So just trying to do that at least once a day, and staying firm in your boundaries. I mean, at least try once a day to consciously not go with the flow, to stop the flow and be like, actually, this is how I feel. So try and stop the flow every single day, at least one time. Just try and stop the flow. And then the third thing that I am actively working on is sharing my achievements, or sharing my dreams and aspirations with somebody closest with me. Personally, I really don't like to talk about what I have going on. I'm a very private person, like I said. So I don't like to share, you know, what I'm working towards per se, completely. But I am learning to share just like tidbits of like things that I'm excited for, some things that I'm looking forward to. You know, not necessarily my plan or my vision, but just some things that I'm looking forward to. So that whenever I do accomplish those things, I can go back to that person and be like, you know, that thing I told you about, like, it happened, and like I told you it would. And they're able to celebrate my wins with me, and I'm able to celebrate myself, because ultimately somebody's there, you know, celebrating me. I'm celebrating myself, and you know, it's a whole celebration, instead of just keeping it to myself and being like, oh, okay, good job, and moving it on. And also it goes into like the whole celebrating yourself thing. Celebrate your wins. Like, if you do something amazing, if you do something good, don't minimize yourself. Don't minimize your accomplishments. Sit there and bask in it and be like, you did good, you did amazing, good job. Treat yourself. Do whatever you have to do, but celebrate your small wins, so that way you can get used to taking up space. You can get used to having the attention on you. You can get used to celebrating yourself. End of the day, we all deserve to take up space. We all deserve to be heard. We all have voices for a reason. Let's use them. So whenever you're talking about your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, what you got going on, talk about it loud and proud. You know what I'm saying? Be confident in it. Be sure in it. Be like, yeah, like, this is going to happen. Like, no, I'm nowhere close, but like, it's going to happen. Like, don't worry about me. You know what I'm saying? Like, be confident in what you have going on, and don't minimize it. Don't be small. I've heard the saying of playing it small gets you nowhere, but playing it big, like, you know? So don't play it small if you want to play big. Like, play big and you're going to get big. Play big, you're going to win big. Play big, you're going to accomplish everything you want. Y'all, this is literally only the beginning. Businesses to build, we got people to network with, we got people to meet, we got all these different connections still yet to be made. And I'm like, I need to step into this world full force and fully me, and fully proud to be me, and what I got going on and what's happening and what's gonna happen. So yeah, don't be afraid to take up space. I challenge you to just try your best to be conscious about this, And the whole affirmations thing, try it for a week, you guys. All these things that I talked about, at least try it for a week. See how you feel after a week. And if you don't like it, if you're okay with being small, go ahead. But ultimately, I know that if you're watching this video and that you made it to the end of this video, that you don't want to play it small anymore, that you want to be the best version of yourself. So I challenge you to try this just for a week. I would honestly say like 2 weeks, but I already know. So at least try it for a week and see how you feel after a week. And if you like what you got going on, if you like the progress that you're making, if you like how you feel after this, continue on. Ultimately, you watch this video, you want to play it big, you want to be the next it girl. So let's just see it happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, work towards this. Like, you got this. You watched this video for a reason. You clicked on this video for a reason. So it's gonna happen. I know it will. You're beautiful, you're independent, and you got this. I'm proud of you, and I cannot wait to see you on the next video. Bye.